4 computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Hi. Hi. We finally got a really nice, cool day. What's up, you guys? Welcome, welcome, welcome. For those of you who have never been here before, I want to welcome you to the Sacramento Area Regional Theater Alliance's weekly broadcast of This Week at the Theater. This week, it's August 8th, 2023. Boy, we are just counting down this year, doggone it. As I said earlier, we're brought to you by the Sacramento Area Regional Theater Alliance. Please, 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 I'm going to get a better camera so I can do crazy things like that because that looks like fun. Check out our website. We have so much information on what's going on in the greater Sacramento area theater scene that we just, we had to upgrade the website to handle it all. If you are a local producing theater, you can go to our website, put in your information yourself. If you've got a audition coming up, a show coming up, a special event coming up, please visit our website, put that information in there so we can put it on our community calendar so everybody out there has we're trying to be that one-stop shop for all things theater in Sacramento. Trying to be. And to that end, I'm running around grabbing things from all sorts of places. So we've got a really good show tonight. There's so much going on. So hang on, theater nerds. Let's get started, okay? This week at the theater. There are so many good shows coming up, I just can't stand it. Ooh, and you know what I can't stand? Not being able to know about them ahead of time. I want to talk to you about becoming a member of SARTA. We during the pandemic, revamped everything, including our membership status and all of our perks that we offer for that. Part of our perks that we offer are discounts on sponsored events, and we do have those. We've got Tonight Starring coming up in September. We've got a cabaret coming up in November. You'll get early bird access to those tickets, so you don't have to miss out. If you're a member, you'll get to know about it. You will be automatically added to our mailing list, so you get our weekly newsletters. We have one that goes out on Tuesday with all of the workshops and classes and things like that. And then we have another one that goes out on Friday with all of the special events, what's coming soon, the auditions. So if you want to know what to audition for, that's the one you want to get. But you will get both those mailing lists from us just by becoming a member. So you can subscribe now. Go to our website at SARTA. Check us out. Become a member. We appreciate you. Thank you for that. Oh, and you'll also be a part of helping us continue to give out scholarships to our wonderful, wonderful youth programs that have these workshops and classes and things like that for our young people. I get to brag, we've given out over $1,400 this year so far in scholarships, and I know we have a few more to go. So this is exciting. But this is what your memberships help pay for. So thank you in advance. And if you don't want a membership, you say, I don't need another newsletter or email or... Listen, I get it. I do. I had an unsubscribe week this past week. I was unsubscribing to all kinds of things. So I get that. But you could just make a donation. That would be wonderful too. And you can designate that donation. You can say, I want to designate $500 to go to your scholarship program. Please? That would be wonderful. Or whatever you have. I want to designate $5 to go to the scholarship program. That's wonderful too. Whatever you can spare, whatever you can share, it's all going back into our local theater community, and we want to say thank you for that. So, thank you for that. Doggone it. Thank you for that. All right, let's get moving through the rest of our things, because there's a few cool special events coming up in our events and announcements section. This one comes up every now and again, and for those of you who like the nostalgia of the old-time radio shows, Sutter Street Theater is doing it again. They're going to have an old-time radio show. It's a reproduction of radio programs that were put on in the 1940s and 1950s with songs and the different skits and things, and they will act them out right there in front of you. So this month they're doing The Great Gildersleeve. Okay. That's an interesting one. I have never heard of it before, but it aired on November 5th, 1944, before any of us were around. Oh my gosh, right? They're doing The Bickersons. It's called The Wedding Cruise, and the original air date for this one, what they said, is around 1946. Again, before most of us were here. But this is what entertainment was back in the day, kids, You turned on the radio and everybody sat around the radio and listened to the shows. This is where soap operas came from. Whoa, trivia stuff here, because they would advertise soap in between the different things on the show. So soap operas on the radio. And then they're going to wrap it up with My Friend Irma. And the episode they're doing is The Boss Buys a Racehorse, which sounds like it's probably problematic and funny right there, right? And so this one aired on November 19th, 1946. So this whole show is going to be from the mid-1940s. This should be great fun. They've got the piano player there and people doing all the sound effects and stuff. You need to be there. You need to check it out. It's going to be this Saturday only. This Saturday only. 4 o'clock, Sutter Street Theater. Go up and check out the radio show. That one's always fun. Do you like to sip and paint? I love those events where you get a glass of wine and you have this image of something in front of you and you're supposed to replicate it. That's always fun to see at the end of the party. Well, Freefall Stage is doing another fundraiser, which is a paint and sip party. Tickets are $39 for your paint and supplies and instruction, and dinner and dessert. What a deal. For $40, you get all of that, and you get to take home a nice piece of artwork with you and have a great time. So they're doing this on Saturday, October 14th. If you want to get tickets for it, you need to contact them at freefallstage.com or call the number that's here. I always archive these, so don't panic thinking, I don't have a pencil and pen to write this down. Go to the website. I know you have your phone next to you. Go to the website and get your ticket now because tickets are on sale. Or you can go back and check our YouTube page, because once I'm done with this Twitch show, I'll put it over on YouTube under Sarda Theater. So you can go back and look it up and go, what did she say about that paint party thing? Because I want to go. October 14th should be fun. You've got plenty of time to plan for a great fundraiser, paint party, and dinner. Here's another one that looks really, really cool. This is going to be a performance called The Mochi Project, and it's a live performance based on a podcast. It's by Vacancy Arts Collective, and this is a new one for us. It's an exploration of modern Japanese American identity. The Mochi Project part is the performance will showcase a play development workshop, drawing on content from the podcast, featuring Japanese American performers and musicians from all around the country. This is going to be really cool. It's going to be on Saturday, August 19th, so in a couple of weeks. And then again on Sunday, August 20th. You've got 2 times to see this. Pamela Troransky Dance Workshop, 2720 Del Rio Place in Davis, California. Get your tickets early. I think this is going to be a really good one. The Mochi Project. Roseville Theater Arts Academy is presenting To School or Not to School? Art is the question. This is going to be, once again, a one-night only event, Saturday, August 19th at 7 p.m. It's going to be a comedy. It's a Constellation Theater production. It should be great fun. So if you want to help support a wonderful youth theater organization, you hear us talk about Roseville Theater Arts Academy quite a bit on our broadcast. So here they are, putting something out there for you, one night only, Constellation Theater. Go check them out. Saturday, August 19th. To school or not to school? Art is the question. And then at the Sophia for B Street Theater, they're presenting their 2023 New Comedies Festival. So if you need some time to go and laugh, this is for you. All the New Comedies Festival will start on the 17th of August and run to the 20th. So you got a few days to catch all the comedies that they're going to have at B Street Theater on the Van Voorhis stage. Again, August 17th through the 20th, New Comedies Fest 2023. There's going to be an improv workshop. This one is sponsored by Woodland Opera House, and Woodland Opera House has great classes and things going on too. But usually we see these and they're for, adults, older folk. This one is improv for ages 10 to 15 on Saturday from 10 o'clock to 11:30, and then improv basics for ages 16 through adult on Saturday from 11:30 to 1. So both workshops are 90 minutes. And the classes are an 8-week session that you buy. So you can go to, if you're younger, you go to the early one. And if you're a little bit older, you go to the 11:30. It's $200 for an 8-week session of workshops. And quite frankly, that's a very good price for all of those workshops. So workshop length, 8 weeks, September 30th through November 18th. So if you want your save your space in this workshop, you should probably get in there early and get your reservation made, so that you can be a part, you or your young people in your life can be a part of this workshop. More classes. I know I don't usually bring a lot of classes in, but I found these wandering around out on Facebook, and I drug them in because I said, these are really cool and they're coming up really fast, and I don't want people to miss this. So here they are. We've got, hang on a second, trying to adjust that. There we go. We've got musical theater class happening on Thursdays from 6 to 7 p.m. for 12 to 18-year-olds. This is produced by Valkyrie Theater Company, and it's going to be at the Hut in Fair Oaks Village. There's going to be classes with Allison Galbraith. So if you would like to be a part of this, you can go to their website, Valkyrie Theater Company. It's a really nice website. I was already there. And sign up for their musical theater classes. This is a great time for young people to get involved in something like that. And you can do it with Allison Galbraith. So sign up soon. Those were a nice stack of special events, I thought, that are coming up pretty quick. the theaters will offer special events and fundraising events like the paint night quite often. And I know it's been challenging, for some of us to get back out there, get those butts in seats, go see some theater. But you know what? There's so much good theater coming up. We've got a lot of auditions in this batch also. So get those resumes and headshots ready, because here we go. Now, if this isn't a classic, I don't know what to tell you about. They're going to do Night of the Living Dead on stage. This should be great. If you've never seen this movie, you really do need to treat yourself. Don't just wait for October to go watch all the scary movies, right? Night of the Living Dead is an absolute classic. There are so many people in this movie that, if you go to Sinister Creature Con, which is a local event here, you will meet some of these folks. They've been there before at Sinister Creature Con who made these iconic movies that we just, now it's just like you go, Night of the Living Dead, oh yeah, it's like Evil Dead, it's like so good. They're looking for folks to audition Wednesday, August 16th, Thursday, August 17th at 6 p.m. over at Yuba College Theater in Marysville. They're going to have some further information at yubalive.com if you want to check that out. But the auditions are coming up, and they're really trying to find a black actor for the lead role of Ben. The ensemble of this particular show was so good, and Ben is an integral part of it. So if you want to do it, or you know somebody who you think, boy, that would be a great role for them, please let them know, okay? Share your information. This is what we're all about, is information sharing. Get that networking stuff going on out there. Night of the Living Dead on stage. You may have to take a trek to Marysville and check that out. Here's another one that's an audition for Free Fall Stage. They're holding their auditions over at Epic Bible College and Graduate School. They're holding 4 sessions, so check it out. There's plenty of time for you to get in here. They're going to start on August 10th. That's in a couple of days. Thursday, August 10th. Then again on Sunday, the 13th. Wednesday, the 16th. And again next Saturday after that on the 19th. They're going to hold auditions for Help Me, which is inspired by the Me Too movement. So they give a synopsis of what it is, and they make a note to say this play is rated R for sexual assault content and strong language. It's an interesting story about a social experiment. So if you want to do that kind of drama, this may be the one for you. Help Me. Auditions are coming up for this with Free Fall Stage. More auditions coming to the Woodland Opera House on August 27th and August 28th at 7 p.m. They're casting for School of Rock. Yeah, you guessed it. It's that Jack Black movie. That's right. And so if you want to join the cast of this rockin' production, hey, if you can play an instrument, it's even better. But they need lots of people to do this. They're going to have auditions on Sunday, August 27th at 7 p.m. and again on Monday, August 28th at 7 p.m. They said that the actors, you don't need to show up for both. You only need to come to one night of them. And it's going to be at the Theater and Dance Annex on Court Street in Woodland. This is just a block up from the theater by the library. You don't need an appointment. You could just come to whichever audition night you want to come to. And then they'll hold callbacks on Tuesday, August 29th at 6 o'clock. So get in there and audition for School of Rock. That is such a fun show. It's such a fun movie, and it's such a fun show. Check it out. There's another special event coming up. Probably should have moved this around, but it's here in this spot, and that's okay. They're having audition, and I put it here because it's an audition, but it's an audition for a special event. So it's not a full run, which could be really cool if you're not quite into doing a full run, but you want to help out and do a special event. This could be wonderful. Roseville Theater Arts Academy is auditioning for its 3rd annual Champagne Gala. Auditions will be held on September 16th at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So this gala audition time again. So if you've done anything with them or you've never done anything at all, there's music and dance and all kinds of things. So there's a number of different places you could fit in. They're going to have a tentative rehearsal schedule already up. They're going to be rehearsing through September because this event is actually happening in November. So you've got a while to rehearse for this. Auditions September 16th at 1 o'clock. Roseville Theater Arts Academy for the Champagne Gala. Should be fun. More auditions for a Green Valley Theater Company classic. I don't know, we don't go through a October season without jonesing for Rocky. So get your shoes out and get ready to do the time warp again, or in this case, your cowboy boots. Because each year they do a different theme, and this year, as you can see, it's kind of Western wear now. So rock your best rhinestone cowboy for them and go audition for the Rocky Horror Show. Now they're holding auditions down at 1616 Del Paso Boulevard, but it's not in Big Idea Theater. It's going to be in the art gallery next door. Yeah, just down the ways. And you'll see it because it's got massive windows in the front. So not in the theater, but next door on the 14th and 15th. So that's coming up this week, next Monday and Tuesday. Auditions for the Rocky Horror Show. You're going to love it. More auditions. If you ever want to do more improv, here's another opportunity. Empire Launchpad with Empire Arts Production is doing an improv group audition for Shark Sparkly Improv Group. So they're holding that on Monday, August 21st. So it's coming up pretty quickly, another week and a half, at the Sierra 2 Center. That's over on 24th Street, just off Broadway. Sierra 2 Center, it's going to be in room 13, which is upstairs. They have an elevator, so it's perfectly accessible. So check it out. Monday, August 21st at 7 o'clock, Empire Launchpad, Sierra 2 Center on 24th Street. Shark Sparkly Improv Group, for all you funny people out there. I know this audition is a bit of a ways off, but it's not too soon to talk about this. In October, the Community Asian Theater of the Sierra, CATS, is auditioning for its production called Snow Falling on Cedars. Now, the last time they did this, and it's been a few years, I think it won like 3 Ellie Awards. It was kind of an amazing show. They need 13 male and female actors who are going to play 44 different roles. 7 of them are principal roles. They need Asians and non-Asians. So don't think, I don't have Asian heritage. You could still apply. Late 20s to 70s. So huge range. Snow Falling on Cedars with the Nevada Theater Company. It's going to run next April and May, next year, 2024. I know, we plan ahead, right? At least they do. They plan way ahead. So if you're interested in doing this, please contact the folks at Community Asian Theater of the Sierra and audition for Snow Falling on Cedars this October. That was a lot of auditions. Yeah, we've got quite a few shows that they're trying to staff, but we have a lot of things that are playing right now too that are really fun, and a few of them that are closing pretty soon. So if you want to get to see them, you better get in there. For instance, this one is going to close this weekend. Insertion, it was the 2022 New Comedies Festival winner. It's a funny thing, and we could use some humor in this day and age. It's playing at B Street Theater, so get your tickets to go see Insertion by Sarah Grostra. Another one that is closing this weekend, and more funny, right? Monty Python's Spamalot. Come on, who doesn't want to see the Knights of the Round Table dancing around? You can do this. Lady of the Lake, Lance, oh my goodness, so much, and so funny. It's closing on August 13th. This is your last weekend to get a chance to get up to Sutter Street Theater and see Spamalot. This is playing through August 20th, and I gotta tell you, it's an amazing show. I may have seen it a couple of times now. The Old Man and the Old Moon. And this is music and book and lyrics by Pigpen Theater Company. So many people go, The Old Man and the Old Moon, I've never heard of that one. Green Valley has a penchant for finding the cool and unusual shows to put on. And any of you who follow Green Valley Theater Company, you know of what I speak. This opened on July 28th. It's playing through August 20th over at Big Idea Theater Company, 1616 Del Paso Boulevard. Come on in. Fridays and Saturdays at 8 and then Sundays at 7. So check for tickets. Check for tickets for The Old Man and the Old Moon. Yes, as you can see by the poster, there are puppets. Sutter Street Theater has its production of Aladdin playing right now, and it's playing through the 20th also. Or I should say Aladdin Jr., because this is the children's version of it. But again, Sutter Street Theater through August 20th, Aladdin Jr., it's on Saturday and Sunday at 1 o'clock. Here's another improv comedy show. Yeah, you're not confused. I did an advertisement for auditions for the 21st, but they're also having a show with their improv group on Saturday, August 19th. The show's at 8 o'clock. Doors open at 7:30. It's going to be at the Sierra 2 Center up there in room 13. Tickets are pay what you can. Now, this is a very cool thing that they're doing. If you've got it, spend it. So if you can only afford 5, they'll take it. If you can afford to give them 20, they'll take it. If you wish to give them more, they will take it. So pay what you can to go see an evening of comedy with the improv comedy show Sharks Barkley, Empire Art Collective. Winters Theater Company is in the midst of their production of Much Ado About Nothing. This is going to close this weekend also. It ends on the 12th. So if you haven't gotten your tickets, you just might want to get on with doing that. So you can see Much Ado About Nothing. A little more Shakespeare. It's been interesting. Almost every broadcast for the last few months has had some Shakespeare in it. Shakespeare does not go away. There's still this wonderful audience for it. As soon as we finished the Shakespeare Festival, this one came up. So it's great. It's absolutely great. Here's another one that is not for everyone, possibly, because they said the story contains some violent content, murder, historically sensitive topics, sensitive language, some profanity, and they suggest that under 17, you've got to come with an adult, your parent or a guardian or somebody. This is called Assassins. Now, the music and lyrics are by Stephen Sondheim. So I'm imagining that this is pretty good music. But they do post a trigger warning. Assassins is rated R. So you may want to look up the synopsis of the show before you go if you're thinking on this, but it's playing at the MAC 10191 Mill Station Road in Rancho Cordova. This is playing through the 19th. So you've got another week to be able to get tickets for this. So this weekend and then the next weekend it's gone. Assassins. Roseville Theater Arts Academy is hosting their production right now of Children of Eden. That is playing through also this weekend because it's going to close on the 13th. And it's playing on the 11th and 12th at 7:30. And then it's playing again on the 13th at 2 o'clock. So that's this weekend's shows that are coming up. Okay, so get your tickets. If you haven't gone to see it already, go see Children of Eden. This is one of their master's productions of their young people's plays out at Roseville Theater Arts Academy. Well, that's all that's running right now that we have. But wait till you see the list of coming soon. Hold on, I'm going to take a drink so I can get ready to talk more. I hope you guys have been staying hydrated. I know we've had several days where it's been quite warm. Remember to drink water, not coffees, not tea. And I confess, being a tea drinker, I do default to that. But we need to drink water. Stay hydrated, y'all. This is where we need to keep our health together for the summer, okay? All right, ready? Let's jump into coming soon. See what's happening. This is starting this weekend. From August 10th through August 26th, Angel County will be playing over at the Uli Theater, 2007 28th Street, Midtown Sacramento. It's a cool theater space to be in. It creates this wonderful, intimate area for you to see a show, and the show is called Angel County. Now, they're doing a special deal, which is really cool. They're doing a $15 Friday. So I'm going to tell you right now, I plan on going on Friday and catching this really cool show. Limited seating, so you better get your tickets if you're going to pay the $15 price, because you need to do that up front. But $15 Friday? Come on. Where can you go on a Friday night for just $15 and enjoy some great theater? So check them out. This is the Artist Collective and EMH Production presenting Angel County. California Stage is bringing its Fringe First Award winner called Chef, starring Jude Owens. It's going to start on August 11th, so this is going to open this weekend, and it will play through the 27th. It's going to be playing Fridays and Saturdays at 8, and then Sundays again at 2. And it's at the R Street Complex, 1725 25th Street. It's going to be in the Three Penny Theater. If any of you have ever been to the R Street Complex, you know there's 3 theaters over there. You've got the Wilkerson, the Three Penny, and California Stage. So you go from little, middle to big, you know. So this is at the Little Theater. Again, one of those spaces where you get this wonderful, intimate show happening for you. So, and they're touting the fact that they have good parking on the corner of R and 25th, and the tickets, $15. Again, a good ticket price. Most of the time, tickets are $20 to $25 for any of the shows. So thank you to these theaters who can help keep it affordable for folks to try and get people into the theater. So go see Chef, because it should be great fun. Here's another one that should also be great fun. This is opening tomorrow, and it's playing through September 10th. At B Street Theater. They're presenting The Play That Goes Wrong. So if you are into farcical comedies with lots of door slamming and misunderstandings and craziness going on, you would probably like this. They said it's one of the most successful farces in the 21st century, The Play That Goes Wrong. So go check it out. Again, B Street Theater, The Play That Goes Wrong. Go laugh for a while. It'll do you some good. This one's coming to Celebration Arts, and I've been kind of looking forward to it because I had a chance to chat in one of our community conversations with Kimberly Marshall. I do know Kim Williams too. Oh wow. Kimberly Marshall, who is the director of this, about this particular show. And this is here's some more Shakespeare for you. An adaptation of the Romeo and Juliet saga, only it's going to be Mother Juliet and her Romeo. So to give you a synopsis of what they've done, Mother Juliet and her Romeo are senior citizens who are trying to get together and have a romance, and their children are standing in the way. Sounds interesting. I would like to see this. So I'm going to be going to see this. It opens again on August 11th. That's this weekend. And it will play through August 27th over at Celebration Arts. So get your tickets now. They're on sale. Mother Juliet and her Romeo. This one is one I've kind of been waiting for. I want to go up to Volcano Theater Company and see this particular show because it's going to be in their amphitheater. And you can see a play called Silent Sky out sitting under the night sky. That's got to be cool. Come on. That's got to be a wonderful space. And I've been to their amphitheater before. It's absolutely lovely. And with as nice a summer nights as we've been having, this is a great, great place to go and enjoy some theater. So tickets are available right now. It will play through September 9th. So don't have to rush. Put it in the queue of theater that you want to see. This is a true story. So I'm really intrigued to see what it's all about because it's set in the turn of the century, last century, 1900s. Wow. So when you say things like that, it's like, oh yeah, I have to be specific because it's not 2000s, it's the 1900s. Wow. But of a woman who was a human computer and went to work at Harvard University, and at that time, women were not looked upon favorably in the sciences or in college at all. Let's face it. But she overcame all that to do some great discoveries that made some lasting impacts in the field of astronomy. So I'm curious. Aren't you curious? Don't you want to know what it was? I want to know what it was. I'm not going to Google it. I'm not going to look it up. I want to go see the show. Silent Sky, Under the Night Sky, up at Volcano Amphitheater. They open at 6:30. So, bring your lawn chairs or your grass chairs or just some blankets. You can picnic while you're there. So bring some nosh, bring some drinks for yourselves, because they open at 6:30, like I said, so you can get your space in the amphitheater, and then the show will start, at 8. It's so much fun. So much fun. Coming to the Woodland Opera House this weekend, they're opening their production of SpongeBob the Musical. So, if you've seen it before, you know it's hysterical. If you haven't seen it, you need to go and see it. SpongeBob the Musical. It's playing August 11th through the 27th at the Woodland Opera House. Here's one that I found, and I love Lynn Notage's work. She's done some really cool plays. This one's directed by a Sacramento local, Anthony Duan, and it was the 2022 Tony Award nominee for Best Play. So not too shabby, right? It's also a New York Times Critics Pick. This is its Sacramento premiere. It's never been done here before, so this is a first time through for Clyde's. Gee, do you think it's a story about a diner? I bet it is. It's playing over at Capitol Stage, August 23rd through September 24th. So check it out. It says this is a comic drama infused with positivity and set in a truck stop sandwich shop staffed by the formerly incarcerated trying to rebuild their lives. So this should be great fun. Go see Clyde's. Here's another one that's coming up that's also going to be over at California Stage. This is the big theater over at the R Street Complex. Lost in Little Rock, a play by Linda Taylor, and it's being directed by Michelle Kohler. The last time I saw Michelle, she was actually on stage acting, and now she's behind the scenes doing the directing. So I'm intrigued to go and see this. This will open in September 29th, and play through October 29th. So if you're not going to go see, well, it'll just be one of the ones that you can see during October, because there's a lot of things that'll be playing during that time. You'll have Evil Dead, you'll have the Rocky Horror Show, there's a couple others that I've mentioned, and now Lost in Little Rock. So get your tickets. Info and tickets are available at r25theater.org. Check it out. See, what else do we have? Fiddler on the Roof. If I Were a Rich Man. Well, we're not probably going to make it to Rich Man, but be comfy and content. And go see Fiddler on the Roof. This is going to open on September 15th and play through October 1st, Friday and Saturday evenings with Saturday and Sunday matinees. So they're doing a show on Friday, 2 on Saturday, and 1 on Sunday. So you can get it all in there. This is at the Lincoln Civic Auditorium in Lincoln, California. They're having an opening night gala for this. So if you want to get there on September 15th, you can be part of the opening night gala for Fiddler on the Roof. They'll have champagne. Here's another one that's coming to Volcano Theater Company. This is Blithe Spirit, and it's a Noel Coward comedy. And this is one of his comedy classics. It's going to open on September 15th, and it will play through October 15th. So some more wonderful spooky thematic things to play through the holiday season. This should be great fun. So get your tickets now. They're already on sale for Blithe Spirit. I don't know how you couldn't enjoy this one. Footloose, and when you just say the title of the show, and you could probably just start hearing the music in your head and bopping along. It should be great fun. This is Footloose, the musical main stage production for Roseville Theater Arts Academy. The choreography is by Gerald Bolden, musical direction by Jennifer Vaughn, directed by Colton Archie. Tickets went on sale. I was going to say go on sale. They've already gone on sale. They went on sale on August 3rd. So here's my caution to you. You might want to get them. If you haven't bought your tickets, you might want to get your tickets. So September 15th, it's going to start, and it will run through September 23rd. So get your tickets for this. I really appreciate Roseville Theater Arts Academy. They're very inclusive in how they run their shows, and for just about any of the shows that I share with you here, they have at least one of their shows in the run that is ASL interpreted. They've got American Sign Language interpreters shadowing the actors, signing what's going on, and acting out what's going on along with them. It's fascinating to watch this. So if you have anyone who needs that accommodation, you can get that with Roseville Theater Arts Academy. So the ASL interpreted performance is going to be September 16th at 7:30 in the morning, honestly. I don't know. I might get up in the morning to go see theater too, but it's usually an evening production. So we're going to leave that at 7:30 in the evening. Yeah, absolutely. 7:30 p.m. September 16th. So get your tickets. Footloose. You know it's going to be fun. You can go dance like Kevin Bacon, right? Here's one that's a beautiful play, and most people know the story of the miracle worker, how this all played out, how she supported this young girl. Everybody thinks about the young girl who was deaf and mute, but nobody really, focuses on the fact that this teacher helped her, come out of all that. So this is written by William Gibson. It's going to be playing in November. Yeah, we're starting to post into November now at the Winters Theater Company. It's going to be November 10th through the 18th. The Miracle Worker. And then here's our one going all the way into next year, April through May of 2024. The Nevada City Theater is going to present Snow Falling on Cedars, presented by the Community Asian Theater of the Sierra, CATS. And as I pointed out earlier in this broadcast, they're holding auditions right now. So if you, not right now, but they're signing up to hold auditions in October. So talk about planning ahead, right? And you have to do that for theater productions because there's so many moving parts to putting on a show. You don't just go, hey, we have an empty stage, let's do something. From getting the rights to the show, to casting, to costuming, to set design and production, to lighting and sound design, all of that has to go together to create that 1.5, 2 hours of magic that theater is when you go see amazing shows. So appreciate how early these guys are starting on this so that you can have a wonderful theater going experience next spring when you go see Snow Falling on Cedars by David Gutterson. Well, we're getting down to it, and I had to add a new slide because we actually have sort of a job posting. They're looking for somebody to help them out at Placer Community Theater. They're doing a production of Bus Stop, but they need a stage manager. And trust me, any of you who have done stage managing, you know that stage manager, once the director, they open the show and take their hands off of it, it's the stage manager that's running everything. The stage manager's calling the shots, calling the numbers, giving you your time cues, making sure your props are in place and all of that kind of stuff. It's not their job to monitor your props, but they will remind you. So being a stage manager is an important job. It starts on September 9th. It's for a 3-week run, and they are including a stipend. So, you will get a little something something for coming in and being a stage manager for this production of Bus Stop, opening on September 9th in Auburn, California. Please, if you're interested, contact them. Philip Jocks, and at Placer Community Theater. I'm sure you can go to their website and see the same advertisement. I think that's where I grabbed it from. But they need a stage manager. Any of you have that wonderful talent and don't mind lending it to Auburn, California for Placer Community Theater for a bit, go up there and help them out. Help them out with this. And Bus Stop is just a wonderful show also. All right, my friends, let's take a look at what we've got for season schedules, because we still do have a fair few things left to go in this particular season. We've got the current remaining season for Free Fall Stage. They are getting ready to do their Pride and Prejudice. In October, they're going to run Help Me. You already saw me put up the ad for that one. Amelia Earhart is coming in November, and that will wrap up the season for Free Fall Stage. If your particular company is doing something special that you want to share with us, please let us know so that we can go ahead and put up your season schedule and let people know what they can plan for down the road. Everybody, and it's really cool because everybody's doing something different. So this is really fun to see. Whoops. There we are. We've got the season schedule for Davis Musical Theater Company, DMTC. They are getting ready to put up a production of Something Rotten in September, and then they're going to follow that up with Oklahoma. Then Seussical the Musical is going to open their next year, 2024 section of this, followed by Fiddler on the Roof. Then Into the Woods for their spring show, and then finally wrapping it up with Little Mermaid in June and July of next year. So you can see how far out companies plan when it comes to putting together their theater run, their shows that they want to do. And again, they have to get rights to these things and all of that kind of stuff. So we always want to thank all the people that underwrite these shows. Davis Musical Theater Company is very good at getting underwriters for a lot of their shows, and they give them credit for that because it does help offset the cost of doing these shows. It is not a cheap thing to put on community theater. Any kind of theater, but particularly community theater. No one's getting paid for the most part for this. And a lot of people are putting their own, dollars and cents into getting things like their own makeup and costumes and helping out with sets and, going on the good graces of friends and family who will help them do things. So go support our community theaters. Go and see these great shows. We're going to wrap it up with the 2023-2024 season from Woodland Opera House. As you saw, their SpongeBob the Musical is opening this weekend. So you'll be able to go and see that one. They're going to follow that up with The Addams Family. And The School of Rock is coming also. Then they also have a comedy to be announced that's going to open in January, but they haven't told us what it is yet. So it's a big hush-hush secret. Shh. I'm going to see if I can get somebody from Woodland Opera House to come do a community conversation with us and tell us what the show's going to be. Come on, you guys. You can let us in on the secret. We won't tell anybody. Right? Then they're going to do Descendants, the musical, following that up with Damn Yankees, and finally wrapping their season with Peter and the Starcatcher. For all you Peter Pan folk out there who enjoy it, this is the lineup for their main series and family series productions at Woodland Opera House. So stay tuned, get your tickets, get your season tickets. Many of our theaters offer an option to get season tickets, which means you will automatically be holding tickets for any and all of these shows that you want to see. You just need to, show up at the theater with it. And it supports the theater in a way that really helps them put their budget together, because if they pre-sell, they already know how many people are coming, and they already also know how much money they have to spend. So help them out. by getting your season tickets for these things. I know Woodland Opera House does this, so does Davis Musical Theater Company. I do believe Roseville Theater Arts Academy does. I think Sutter Street does. So ask if they do season tickets. And quite often, if you buy them like that, you get a little discount too. So if you want to support theater, check into all these different ways you can help them keep their lights on and their stages, humming with great talent by being a patron of the arts, being a supporter of all of our different theaters that are out there, working so hard to bring you really great entertainment. Go be a theater nerd. Come on, you know you wanna. All right, my friends. We've come down to that point where I ask you again, if you've got something going on, even if you like, oh my goodness, I forgot to send Sarda an email, or I didn't go, didn't post it on Facebook, go to our website, go to the section where it says shows and auditions. And at the bottom of the page, there's a form you can fill out and tell us all about what's going on at your company. You can even upload your posters, your promo posters for the shows, and we will get that on our community calendar, I promise. And we'll publicize your program at your theaters for you. This is what we're here to do. We want to help you let the community know what you're doing out there in the world, okay? So contact us at SARTA. Let us know. If you have not done so, there's a little heart right there, right pointing at the heart. Push that and follow us here on Twitch. When we get ready to do these Tuesday night shows, if you followed us, you'll get a little reminder in your phone that says, hey, Sarda's about to go on and talk about really cool things. So you might want to get over there and check it out. We are also on Facebook at Sarda Theaters. And we are on YouTube at Sarda Theaters. So you can go and watch all the archived editions of This Week at the Theater. And I've also archived over there all of our community conversations that we've had. So if you know of a group that's already done a promo for something, or they had a show and you wanted to go back and look at and listen to what they were sharing about that, you can go back and check out our community conversations too. Some of them are done individually and done as a special broadcast, and some of them are added in to these weekly broadcasts too. So read the little show descriptions on YouTube, because I'll always put in there, and this one includes a community conversation with and who we talk to that night, so that you can, sort of sort out and find what you want to find on there. So thank you for following us. Thank you for doing that. We appreciate it. And as I tell you every week, I'm going to be out there seeing theater. I hope I see you at the theater, and if you do, please say hi. I would love to chat with you and get your feedback. And we appreciate you for supporting community theater, right? Because you are what? A theater nerd. All right, my little nerds. I will see you next week on Tuesday with more This Week at the Theater. Take good care, everyone, okay? And stay cool. Stay hydrated. Bye.